How do I know when my car is drifting? How do I know if my car is not straight? This is the question here we've been having the student asking. They're unable to understand how do they know if their car is not going straight, because the reason why, as they're doing lesson with me, I'm always trying to pull their car, make it in the middle. They said, how do I know that? How do you see that? And I cannot see that, all right? First thing to do, you have to look ahead of you with this car that is on your side. If there's cars parked to your right or left side, see how close your car is going towards that direction. All right, see how close that car is pulling. In other words, that's your car is drifting towards that direction. That's the number one way of looking at. And the second way of looking at it, we're on over to your right here. You're all right, shoulder right. The second way to look if your car is drifting is by widening up of one side of the road. What do I mean by that? As you're driving, you gotta see your car is widening up. You know, one side is larger than the other side. Then that's a telltale side you're not going on the straight direct line. And when that occurred, the best way to fix it, because most of the time I've seen, we have a video on this channel cover how to keep a car centered. You can go ahead and watch that video if you, as well. But the best way of doing it is not by fighting with the steering wheel the other direction. It's just slightly pull the wheel on the other direction that is not drifting off, then slightly bring it back in the middle. What I've seen students doing when the cars are drifting, they pull it on the opposite side and they keep it there. If you're keeping it there, what's gonna happen? The car now gonna go in that direction. Whatever you do to the right, you have to also do it to the left to balance it. If you bring the car to the left so you can fix the right, then you're gonna have to put it back in the middle so you can balance your fixing. Otherwise, if you just put it to the left, then guess what's gonna happen now? Now it's gonna start drifting to the left. There's gonna be a whole different story. All right? Let me show you for instance, right? Listen now. You see, as my car is widening up to my left, you can see that by just looking ahead. Now, if I put it to the left here, you see, if I continue to go, it would have been an accident. After you put it to the left to get your car straightened out, you need to come back, bring it back in the middle, not back to the right. Bring it back in the middle to even it out. Remember, the steering wheel has 1.5 to the left, 1.5 to the right. So if you do anything on any of those sides, then you're gonna make it going over on the other side that you took more. Always keep in mind, whatever you do to your right, you have to bring it back to the left and keep it center. You don't keep it to the left. Let's say if I tilt my car to the right over here, see, my car going to the right, I cannot do that. I'm going to tilt it back to the left and then what? Bring it center. All right? I tilt it to the right. In order to get it straight, I have to tilt it back to the left. I have to turn it back to the left and bring it center. If I leave it on the left, then it's gonna continue to go to the left now. Now it's not gonna be straight, then there is problem. It may be a little bit hard to understand, but as you're driving, you're gonna understand that better. As a matter of fact, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, you can do so and hit the notification icon so each time we drop a video, you can be the first one to be notified. In fact, if you're on the New York area and you want Pierre Driving School to help you master those things, you can check pierredraiving.com and from there, we can definitely help you mastering those things and practice, but we can give you as much as we can here to have an idea. Now, I'm gonna show you here, I'm gonna drift to the right purposely. You see, my car going to the right. It starts going out towards those cars. Now, if I'm drifting it to the left, you see, and don't do anything, it's pushing me back to the left. So I'm going here. That's why I'm doing this so you guys can see it. So I'm gonna do it again. Drift it to the right. You see where it's going here? It's going to those parked car, right? If I drift it to the left, where it's gonna go? It's gonna go in the wood. Cannot do that. If I say drift it to the right, let me show you here. You see, I'm going now again, drift it to the right. I'm gonna turn it to the left until you get to the middle and take it back in the middle. All right? Whatever I was doing there, I pull it on the left side, then put it back in the middle. If I don't do that, then it's gonna continue to go on the other side that it was drifting, then that's problem, all right? Evenly separate what you do to the right, bring it back to the left, right? And as you're doing so, main place of looking is straight at horizon ahead of you, all right? That's best way ever for you to able to recognize when your car is drifting and how to fix it, all right? But keeping it straight, not drifting left and right. Like I said, we have a video on that, how to keep your car centered. You can watch that as well, so you can have a fully understanding of those things. If you have any issue driving, however, put it in the comment below. That's where we have most of our video coming from, so we can address those for you with no issue. So I'm gonna go to my right here. I go to the right. Guess what I'm gonna do? Bring it back to the left and then bring it in the middle. By not doing that, it's gonna be problem. Otherwise, I see a lot of traffic ahead here. Otherwise, it's gonna always be issue, and in order for you to not knowing when your car is pulling. All right. So see, now there's a little bit turbulence here. The road is messy. I'm going a little bit slow. Keep the car straight, steady. You don't have to do nothing extra. If I've done anything contrary, I have to bring it back. Otherwise, the car will be going in that direction of which we do not want. All right. So there you have it, folks. This is basically how you can recognize when your car is drifting and how you can fix it as it's drifting. Remember, above all, practice is the best way of getting those things going, all right? The more you can practice doing those things, the better you will get at those. That's 110%. Otherwise, it's gonna take you time before you get them down pat. Here at Pierre Driving School, we can definitely help you in the New York area get those things together. And if you know anybody that may be struggling to this, share this video with them. If you can even refer them if they need help in the Brooklyn area, we can definitely help them not only to be able to keep those things together, as well as when they're passing the road test, so they can drive on their own. Because drifting is also a big part of when you're driving on highway. If you cannot keep the car straight, it will also be problem. All right, a lot of traffic going on here, nice and easy. Until then, folks. Keep practicing. This is Ben here with Pierre Driving School. Like, share, and subscribe. Take care now, folks. Bye-bye.